There's a video that's been going around about a young lady who moved with her man because he wanted to go back home and be closer to his family, all for him to break up with her shortly after. Girl, watch this. Imagine. Look, I done been there before, but I still wanted to point out some red flags that the homegirls who have not yet made this move for a man can learn from. So what's up, my friends, and welcome back once again to the Just Case and Bread. I'm your homegirl, I'm your tia, I'm your prima, I'm your cousin, I'm your friend, I'm whatever you need me to be down here at the Just Case and Bread. If you're not already a part of the Jeighborhood and you kind of just came across my video and you have no idea why, subscribe. YouTube is trying to tell us that we belong together. I gave that line to Mariah or whatever. Nah, she ain't gonna say nothing about it, but you know. If you're already a part of our community, welcome. It's about to be Halloween time and I can't wait. I've been going to do stuff with my sister, her husband, and their 2 kids. And it just brings me joy to be around my niece and nephew. They're very little, and even my older ones, in case y'all watching, I know y'all too. Even my older ones, it's just a joy to be around family this holiday season. So yeah. Anyway, I wanted to play the video without my commentary so that you guys could hear what our homegirl was talking about and what she went through. Please make sure you go down in the description box, click on her channel, and support her, show her love, let her know, hey girl, you ain't alone. We all done up for a man before because we thought that was the love of our lives. We thought that was gonna be the end all be all. We did it, yeah. Imagine you live in LA with your boyfriend and everything's going amazing. Before I knew what was going on in this video and I was just listening to the words, I was like, hold up, is she retelling what happened through lyrics? Okay, girl. Till he says, babe, I want to move back to Texas to be closer to my dad. So you give up half of your career, quit your improv troupe, and have a good— You want to move closer to be to your daddy. What about my family? What about my parents? Maybe his dad was getting ready to pass away, and I understand that. But I think I would have to decide not to go just because I got a career here and I don't really know what's going to go on there. But you know what? I've been here before. Bye party. Take off months of work and deplete your savings. This part right here. Take off months of work, deplete your savings. Now, if we can't afford to go, that means the Lord has not given us provision to go. That's what I had to learn as well. To pay for movers and drive to Texas. It's so worth it for the love of your life that wants future with you because he said so. So you spend a month waiting for your shit to arrive and then another month moving in and building furniture and stuff. And you're so happy till he comes back from a family vacation. See, how you coming back from a family vacation? We already moved down here to be with your family. And why didn't I go with you on the family vacation? And if you seeing up forever with me, why didn't we even get engaged or anything before I decided to move down here and be with y'all raggedy ass? Because you wanted to say you want to be close to your daddy. Oh, you want to be so close to your daddy? Is he dead? Is he on the way out? Because y'all going on family vacations and cruises and shit. And here I am, I had to wait 2 months until I got my stuff here. So now I'm shopping in a place that I don't know nothing about, but you get to run around here just so happy. Oh, you're so happy. You're going on family vacations and everything like that. See, women, when we get that gut feeling, we got to be like, oh shit. My antennas done told me this ain't where I'm supposed to be. Let me pack my ass back on up and go home because ain't none of my stuff here. And sits on your couch with just arrived in the mail. And he hands you a note that says we have nothing in common and we're incompatible. You hand me a note? You handed me a note? So how do you like how I set up the couch? I know you was on family vacation. You was telling me that you was gonna come and help me. What's this note? Did you write me a love note? Because you know, I feel like we've been in a bad space lately. Let me see. You say what now? No. Tell me what the said. Oh, don't fall out. Tell him. Stupid. That's who we handed notes to as opposed to communicating our actual feelings. I know it ain't me. Oh, I know it ain't me. Oh no. How? How did I not know this? This whole time, 3.5 years of happiness. Y'all know how much time it took for our homegirl to make this? She got harmonies, she got lyrics, she got ad-libs. My girl, okay girl. We've been incompatible this whole time. And nothing that we have is in common in 3.5 years. How did I not notice? What a surprise.
Thank you for informing me.
I wonder how you don't notice that you're incompatible with a partner, because I feel like I'd be noticing quickly. However, and she did have to go through the experience to know what incompatibility feels like. So I can't say too much to our girl, but always watch for the red flags, ladies. If you feel like y'all can't work nothing out, y'all can't communicate, you can't share your feelings with him because it'll offend him, or he doesn't know how to talk to you about his emotions, but he could run and tell his friends, those are things to watch for when it comes to a long-term relationship.
That this whole time we had nothing in common.
Now I think about it, since I've been watching horrible ass Love is Blind season 7, the United States version, it's been trash. One thing I'm learning though is sometimes the person who you have the most things in common with will not look like the person that you desire. And sometimes the person who's gonna be the best for you will not look like the person that you desire or that you had built up in your head. I don't even want to use the word desire because I don't want people thinking, oh, I have to daydream about this person all the time for me to feel like, yeah, this is the one. No, they still will be attractive. You'll still have chemistry. It'll just be unique. It'll be someone who doesn't look like someone from your past or doesn't look like an ex-girlfriend or boyfriend that you've had before. However, you guys have things in common and you do have an attraction there and there is chemistry there. I wonder if she was so stuck in going for her type that she didn't realize they had nothing in common and instead started to just accept it. Yeah, me and my man don't do anything together, but we live together, we eat dinner together, we do household things together. But you don't have a true friendship together. My poor girl.
So you pack up your car with whatever you can fit in it. Just kidding, you're crying too hard, so he has to pack it for you, and then you have to drive to Florida to live with your mom.
Quick little story time about how I did the same exact shit. I was working a good job and I was in sales and I had a boss that just really loved me, so he gave me a lot of flexibility to be a single mother because my son was in school and I had to get off at certain times to go and pick him up from aftercare, or if it was a Saturday then my son could come into work with me. So we had this big sales event, and because I had sold so much I ended up being able to go and dine with the upper echelon. I'm like, okay, cool. I put on a little cute ass dress. Girl, I looked like Whitney Houston. It was a black sequins number. I had my hair in this little French roll. I had a little swoop going on. Got the whole outfit from the thrift store, but it flowed, okay? I looked great, and I was one of the only black women there. I'm strutting my stuff. I had all my little heels, you know, did a little pregame before I got there. Drove my little PT Cruiser on up, girl. I'm having me a good time, you know what I'm saying? At the time, I'm dating this ex-street dude who wants to be a changed man who had been cheating on me before and already had 2 kids on me, but I was deciding to stay with him. Well, he was telling me that he was gonna meet me at the sales conference. I'm looking around. I don't see him. I'm texting, I'm calling. He's not answering. I'm like, all right, well then, and I'm about to just drink my sorrows away and be around all these people. Girl, I drank too much. I ended up driving drunk, flew off the highway ramp that wasn't done, got into a really bad car wreck, got put in the hospital, woke up, had a dislocated hip, all these fractures, 2 black eyes, and my son called me and said, Mommy, I thought you were dead. I was so scared, I thought you were dead. I said, oh God. So I'm healing up from that process, lose my job because of the whole incident, and I just couldn't return to work. I didn't have a car. I was in bad debt, living in this house, taking care of this kid. You know, they tried to evict me. I'm telling his dad can't help me, but his dad gonna say I can move in with him and his girlfriend. I said, no, stupid. I didn't have a good relationship with my parents at the time, or none of my family, and I was being really hard-headed, like, you know what, I'm gonna do whatever I want. Lo and behold, I meet this man. He comes out of nowhere, seems like my knight in shining armor. I have to look past a couple of things. He tells me, you know what, I like living here in Kansas City, but I think I want to relocate back to my hometown. I'm like, oh, okay, well, I don't know if I want to go that far. He's like, you should come. I know you're in a lot of debt. You could find a place out here, or we could find a place together. We could be together. And I'm like, oh, we could be together. Okay, and we have been talking for a minute anyway. Mind you, I had just gotten into this car wreck. I couldn't leave my house because I couldn't walk. I was on crutches and I was still a full-time mother who had to get my son to and from school with no car. So it was a lot going on in my life, but he seemed like that shining light, that relaxation, that peace, that comfort that I was looking for. Should have knew I needed to find it in God and myself, but I didn't know that yet. So I decided, you know what? Yes, I am going to follow this man because he gives me a peace that I just don't understand. He was able to move about 2 months before me, and he couldn't really help me with moving because, girl, quiet as kept. He was borrowing a little cash from me here and there for little groceries or household items. I knew he had a kid. He knew I had a kid. So at the time, it was kind of just like we were exchanging money between hands. The relationship kind of started to get rocky because we were so far away and he was doing so many things with his family, but I still needed to find a place to stay. And lo and behold, Section 8 down where he was at had just opened up. I said, as a backup plan, let me go ahead and apply for something because I think it'd be great for me to have Section 8 and start to put my money away and get myself together down there. And if me and him don't work out, then I'll still have a place for me and my son. That's all I knew. I still wanted to at least have a place for me and my son. It just was an instinct that told me I needed to have something. And I remember praying and I asked God, should I go down here? And God told me, if you go down here and y'all's relationship doesn't end up working out, will you still serve me? And I said, heck yeah, God, I will. Yeah, if you provide for me, Lord, yes, I absolutely will still serve you. I'm not going to look at you and say, oh God, you didn't give me the man, I hate you. I didn't think that. No, God, I'm gonna still serve you. Then I had a dream that was like, y'all might not work out. And I was like, do I still want to go? I still have all these bills that I can't pay for and no help in my mind. I could have went back home, but I was being stubborn. I didn't have no help. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead, sign up for Section 8 here a month before I leave. Then I'm gonna go live with him. If anything happens or if Section 8 come available, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it. Get down there. He's acting so odd. He doesn't want to hug and kiss me when he first sees me. He's not being overly feely like he usually does. We get to his house. He has a room made up. He's sleeping in another room. And I'm like, this is really weird. I wonder what's going on. Lo and behold, he had a whole girlfriend. I said, what? You got a girlfriend already? And he's like, yeah, we met at a church function. She's really growing in Christ. You're crazy. I can't really deal with you. So yeah, still took me to his family church because his mother wanted to still meet me. I go to the family church. I find out that the family done been mingling in ways they ain't supposed to. The ex-wife is still there. I said, oh my God, this nigga put me in some mess. It only took me one time to see how that Then I went home and I said, God, how can I get out of this man's house? Because I'm still staying with him. Thank God. Probably like, girl, I say about 2-3 days later, I ended up getting the phone call that an apartment was ready on Section 8 in another side of town. Woo! I didn't have no car. I didn't have nothing. I just had my son, me, and our bags. I said, whatever, we're about to go. I felt so bad as a mother to be moving my son from place to place to place, but I tried my best to make every experience just fun. If it was a gas station and he seen a toy he wanted, I don't care if it was my last, let's get the toy so that we're not focused on the struggle. And we had an adventure once we moved into our new place. God is so good that I got a bigger place than I expected. I got a community of people who were helping me get my son on and off the bus, helping me go to and from the grocery store. And it was also men in the community who happened to be on Section 8, but it was for reasons like they lost the mother of their child and they still had 4 girls to raise, but they still needed to do something. And they would kind of mentor my son and be there for him. My son was so comfortable in that state that I can go on and on about it. It was just a wonderful experience. So while it was bad, I learned a lot about myself, and I got to see that even when things are bad, God could still make them turn good. So that's how I learned that you should never move to another state for a man ever. But we all got to go through the experience. I just wanted to crack some jokes and share my experience as well. I have been the Just Kason brand. I am so thankful that you tuned in. If you liked the video, go ahead and comment something like a heart or like, okay, girl, you was funny. Just some kind. If you're not a member of the community, subscribe. Share the video with a friend, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.